All right. We got Ashley Robinson. How you doing, sir? Happy holidays to you.
Doing good. Happy holidays to you as well.
All right. Well, you got your Panthers. They're coming home for a little home cooking. The last game, of course, was against University of Texas at San Antonio. They lost by 10. But you've got to be pleased with the overall performance of this team in the young part of the season.
Yeah, I think Coach Swift came in and he's doing a great job. He's a hard-working coach and actually did a great job recruiting this year and bringing in some new kids this year. We have about 8 to 9 new kids for our program this year with a new head coach. It's always an experienced new kid on his first year. But I think he's doing a great job. Like I say, he's a hard worker. And, one thing I like about Coach Smith, I've been watching the last 3 or 4 games. He's making some great adjustments. And, that's what it's all about in coaching. Who can make the adjustment, when to make the adjustment. And I think he's doing a great job of doing that as well.
And that he actually is. Not only is he making the adjustments, but he's also making the right moves at the time. I keep going back to the Fresno State game. Anytime you're on the road and you get to the free throw line 31 times, right, and you're successful with 26 of those 31, you're doing something right, and that's that attacking, going to the tough style of play. And when you're playing those games like that, you got to take that approach on the road. I spoke with Coach about the approach for life beyond the SWAC. Mm-hmm. You understand? And SWAC is known for its guard play.
Right.
But he's got to address. He got some long guys out there this year.
Right. And I think he has a well-groomed ball club. I think we have the guards. We have the forwards. We have the centers. We have some big guards as well that can play both ways. So I think he has a complete ball club this year. The point is just bringing them together. And bringing them as one, as a team, and it's a team sport.
No doubt.
You can't have 1 or 2 kids that don't believe in the team concept, and I think that's what Coach Smith is teaching. He's starting off with defense. You play good team defense, help out, and come together as a team. I think we'll be okay. Definitely have the talent, but having the talent and not putting them together as a team is a totally different thing. And I think that's some of the things that he's working on during the off season. We want to have a complete ball club. We don't just look at, we start playing January. We start playing in November, from the first game to the season. And we want to have a complete ball club. You look at basketball and you say you have 3 seasons. Say you have a non-conference, you have a conference, and you have the tournament. The tournament,
mm-hmm.
But we want to play all 3 phases of the game. Just like, example, we say in football with all 3 phases of the game. In basketball, we want to play all 3 phases of the game. We want to be consistent in what we're doing. And it's all about being consistent, coming out and doing the same thing every night. Playing defense, blocking out, getting rebounds, you can always be consistent in that.
No doubt.
You're not gonna knock down the 3 ball every night. Every night you're not gonna make every shot every night. But playing defense, blocking out, just doing the fundamental things in basketball, staying consistent, and you'll be successful.
No doubt, and I know basketball this year is your girl, being that you are in the Mississippi Valley Sports Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Think I didn't know that, though, huh?
Right.
When you see these guys developing, and I can tell you from experience, man, they eat like kings.
Right.
Oh, my God. Man, these guys, they'd call the folks on us when we...
Right.
They're eating good, man. Almost too good, man.
Yeah, well,
almost too good.
Well, that's one phase of building the program. It's all about the welfare of the kids, how you treat the kids, how they eat, how they stay, how they travel, how they study. What are we doing off the court to help them be successful? And that's having a complete, student athlete. It's not just about basketball. It's not just about football. It's about the other phases as well, how you treat kids. When I played sports, back in my days, coaches say, well, if you play like Maloney, we're going to feed you bologna. Some days are over with. We're going to take care of our kids regardless of how they play.
Yes,
we understand there's ups and downs. There's good nights and there's bad nights. But we're going to be consistent in how we treat our students and our student athletes. And that's one of the things that we try to make sure that, I let my coaches and my administration know, it's about the welfare of the kids. They're going to eat.
Okay.
They don't stay in nice hotels.
Yes,
they don't
sir.
travel well.
Yes,
we want them to be it's a first-class student-athlete experience. When they leave this university, they got something to talk about.
Exactly. Well, that's evident of that with the turnaround of the athletic department. Don't want to keep beating the dead horse, but the consecutive successful football season, a disappointing ending with the non-invitation to the FCS playoffs. but you got to be pleased in the direction of the football program. The bowling team is in the top 20 of the nation, and spoke with Coach White earlier today. He's going to be looking forward to being within the top 15 after the next rankings come out. They beat Stephen F. Austin, who were the bowling champs from the NCAA on last year. And even though the volleyball didn't finish the way they wanted to, what an improvement they had from last year. And with a young team, softball is getting on course. Baseball is turning that corner. And the PV relays are back. What else can I say? You know, that has been a long time coming. Coach Williams is just happy as a kid at Christmas time with that coming up in those dates. If I'm not mistaken, on March 24th weekend of 2017. You're hosting the soccer tournament for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. It's a lot of things moving in the right direction here at Prairie View.
And I think that's what it's all about. It's all about improvement. You know, it's all about that experience. It's all about exposure. You know, marketing and branding and building that brand in the state of Texas. And we want to continue to do a lot of things in the community. You know, we want to continue to host high school playoffs. You know, we hosted last week. We had an opportunity to host A&M Consolidated in Brenham. And we had a nice crowd. You have some kids and some parents and people in the community that never saw this campus before. You know, when they came on campus and they was like, wow, you know, really nice campus. So it's all about building that, you know, building the brand of the university, you know, in these areas, in all these areas of Texas. I mean, Texas is rich in students. It's rich in athletics. And we have to do a job now that we have the facilities. You know, we have to host as many events as possible. No doubt. We plan to host another high school game this weekend. In January, we're going to host a soccer tournament that's going to bring 52 high school teams here. We're going to host the PV relays where we're going to have 15 to 20 high school teams on campus. Next 3 years, we're going to host soccer and track, you know, championships. So we're going to bring the exposure to the hill from an athletic standpoint to show people, you know, not just the athletics and the facilities that we have, but once you get on campus, look at the whole campus as a whole. And that's all about recruiting. You know, that's all about developing and branding your institution. You know, I said from day one, you know, my goal is to build a brand in the state of Texas. And that's the way you build your brand. You have the facilities, you know, put them in use. You can host events, and try to do some of the things that some of the other institutions are doing. The Sam Houston's, they've been hosting high school playoffs for a while. And that's now, you know, we're hosting second and third round, and hopefully we can continue to do that. And that's one of my initiatives, try to get us out in the community and build this brand in the state of Texas.
Well, that is exactly what we've been trying to do here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We saw an opportunity and a need, and believe it or not, back in 2002, man. And so I've been beating this drum for a long time because I believe in what we have. We're not the best kept secret. It's time to kick the hinges off the door, and let the world know that what's going on over here are some good things. Does everybody have black eyes every now and then? If you keep living long enough, you're going to have some black eyes. But I guarantee you that there's more good that's going on, not only at this university, but this community that is attached to this university. There's more good than bad that's going on. And I feel as it's part of our call of duty, if you will, to make sure that comes out. And we consider it a blessing and an honor to be able to be connected with you guys on that aspect of it. Right. So it's just a great day, and the coaches have come out. Man, you got them dressing good, man. They looking good, dressing good, and everything is in. Coach Byron Smith and the Panthers getting ready to take on the Jarvis Bulldogs. We are moments away from tip-off. We want to take us a break, and we'll be right back with the starting lineups.
You want to know what Boy Scouting is all about? Boy Scouts of America program has 3 specific objectives, commonly referred as the aims of scouting. They are character development, citizenship training, and personal fitness. If you have a young man between the ages of 11 and 17 and you live in the Houston area, dial 713-659-8111. On my honor, I will do my best.
Teenagers and their mood swings are well known. But what if their normal reaction to the stresses of life develops into depression? Hi, I'm Dr. John Hellerstedt with the Children's Health Minute, presented by this station and TextCare, connecting families with CHIP and Children's Medicaid. Genuine depression in teens can be hard to spot because normal teen behavior is marked by ups and downs. Some signs of depression include excessive sleeping, a change in eating habits, faltering school performance, even negative behaviors like substance abuse or shoplifting. Never ignore the signs of teen depression. Consult your family physician, who may refer your child for further evaluation and treatment. It's never a sign of weakness if your child needs professional help with depression.
Keep your kids healthy. Call toll-free 1-877-KIDS-NOW for information or when it's time to renew your children's health insurance. That's 1-877-KIDS-NOW. Text care in sickness and in health.
Did you know that most juvenile crimes happen between 2 and 8 p.m.? How can we stop that? One way to stop that is to have a strong after-school program. After-school programs give kids a place to be and a meaningful activity. Did you know that at most schools they have a lot of after-school programs? They have programs like Lego League to scrapbooking. Why join? The programs have been shown to raise kids' grades. 2 out of 3 kids raise their grades. It doesn't cost any money. During this economy, schools understand how tough it can be to pay. So you can come and be free of drama of the world and have fun. The tough stay around is people join. So join today by joining with friends. Don't wait. Join today.
The voice of Waller County Athletics, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Introduce your message or product to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824. Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540-FM1488 in the Field Store area. Now 936-531-5566. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. Is your business in the black? Do you really know? Gunderson's Bookkeeping can lower your taxes, increase your profits, and help control your cash flow. Services include complete payroll, bookkeeping, and income tax services. Call for a free business assessment at 936-372-2661. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You hear the playing of the National Negro Anthem. Lift every voice and sing. They're about to do the introductions of the lineups, and we'll join right ahead with them for the starting lineups on today. I want to thank Ashley Robinson for his participation in the pregame show. As something is held up. Oh, they were waiting on some officials to get here, and so officials are not in place here. But meanwhile, we can give you the starting lineups for the Jarvis Christian Bulldogs. For the Bulldogs, coming in at 2-0 will be number 3, Chasen King. He'll be starting off at guard. You have number 10, Deion Fisher. Deion Fisher, the senior, will be starting. You also have number 21, Isaiah Lopez. Lopez will get the start on tonight. Number 22 will be Geraldo Chavez, and
finishing up will be number 30, Mr. Leonard Herring. That is the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. They are led by head coach Jarvis Thompson. And for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, you have starting off number 11 for the Panthers will be Jadante Blakely at guard. Number 14 will be Zachary Hamilton down at the forward position. Number 23, the big man himself out of Masu Williams. Number 25 for the Panthers will be Mr. Declan Cook. And number 30 for the Panthers will be Mr. James Westbrook. Of course, the Panthers are led by head coach Byron Smith, and his assistants are Mr. Coach Daniels, Coach Bussey, and Mr. Coach Curry. So we got things going. Got the officials getting ready to go in place. So they got everybody lined up. They're going to continue with the introduction of the players, and we'll get some more bills taken care of. You listen to basketball right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The voice of Waller County Athletics, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Introduce your message in front up to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824. Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540-FN1488 in the Field Store area. Now 936-931-5566. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. Is your business in the black? Do you really know? Gunderson's Bookkeeping can lower your taxes, increase your profits, and help control your cash flow. Services include complete payroll, bookkeeping, and income tax services. Call for a free business assessment at 936-372-2661. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, otherwise known as the voice of student athletics, has been serving the community since 2002, providing local and regional coverage for high school and collegiate sports. Be sure to show your support by becoming a listening partner by going to our website at OBN-Radio.com. Annual donation of $72 a year will help continue for us to provide local and regional high school and collegiate coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting on the officials. That's a good thing, though. That means everybody's locked and loaded. Maybe they'll give us an extra time out, and so we'll see. I want to remind you today's broadcast being made possible by Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Mr. Elton Mathis, District Attorney of Waller County. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Edmonds Insurance out of Waller, Texas. And we also want to thank Temple of Refuge Ministries, Prairie View Athletic Club, both located in Prairie View, Texas. And we want to thank you, the listeners. The Panthers will be dressed in their home white uniforms with the purple jerseys. The Bulldogs of Jarvis will be in their blue uniforms with gold numbering on it. Looks like everybody is in place to get this holiday game off and on the way. So the Panthers, as they get ready here, Masu Williams ready to get back in place here. Panthers will be going from left to right. Coach Smith encouraging the young men to get in position, ready to go. Panthers ready to get this ball control, and it is handled up by the Panthers, and they'll take it going from left to right on the dial. Swinging at the high post is Hamilton, and we already got a quick stoppage in play. 24 shot clock is a little out of whack, and the game clock is yet to move. But they'll get that all ripped out. That's why we play these. Meanwhile, the Panthers will redirect things. Westbrook was going to take it out, but now it will be Blakely taking care of business. Blakely awaiting the signal. Now the whistle is blown, and we'll get ready to get some basketball going in. There's the give over to the high post, working at the top of the key now, or the Panthers gets it back to Blakely, who works at the top of the key. Zone defense for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs coming in with a 2-0 record. The high lob pass is intercepted by the Bulldogs and bringing it back across the clock. The timeline, and there's another turnover, this one by the Panthers. And Preston Westbrook gets it over, and Blakely off the glass to get the basket as the Panthers strike Pater first with a 2-0 lead. Panthers, there's a little malfunction going on with the clock. We'll try to get all that straightened up. Got a lot of things going on. Here we got the live stat tracker taking care of plays. Now the Panthers applying a little pressure on the backcourt violation. It's going to be a travel called against the Bulldogs, and the Panthers will take over here with 19 minutes remaining here. 2-0 early lead. Panthers on top. Coming in with a 1-3 record, working at the top of the key, driving, and a dish off, and the basket will good. Williams, out of Moxie Williams, gets the basket. It's quickly 4-0. Panthers on top. Panthers applying pressure. Westbrook hand checking his man, and the drive two kicked out. The jumper for three, no good. The rebound picked up by the Panthers, and kicking it out is Moxie Williams, pushing it down the floor now with the Panthers on the left wing over underneath the basket, brings it back is Blakely, back to the top, swinging. Good ball moving on the Panthers, taking it, bounce it over. The shot from the right wing was no good, as that one was missed by Cook. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs get it across the timeline, working, penetrating, kicks it back out, wide open shot, sets, shoot, no good, as that was not good by Herring. And coming up on transition, Williams working in the paint and finally gets the basket. Asu Williams makes it 6-0 now. Panthers on top of the Bulldogs. Just getting on the way here in the first half. Panthers applying pressure all the way through. Trapping pressure now as the Bulldogs get it across the timeline, going from right to left. Working it, trying to set things up is number 21, Isaiah Lopez at the point. There's a big dish down low. The shot off the glass, no good, but the foul was called. Going was Chavez. Gerardo Chavez will go to the line to shoot two. Panthers on top 6-0. Get some stats here flowing in just a second. First shot is no good by Mr. Lopez. Panthers up by the score of 6-0, just getting started here at the Baby Dome. Second shot is good, and it is now 6-1. Panthers on top. Chavez 1 for 2. Panthers get it across the timeline, breaking across and pulling it back to slow it up. Blakely at the top of the right wing. He finally gets it. Kicks it over to the baseline. Cook driving. And going to call a foul. Going to be on blue 21. 21 is going to be Isaiah Lopez with his first foul. Non-shooting foul, so the Panthers will inbound underneath the basket. Take it. The jumper from the corner. No good. Picked up by the Bulldogs. Now the Panthers back on the defensive side. The jumper from the left wing, short. Masu Williams had the rebound, and it was knocked out of his hands, but the Panthers will maintain possession. 6-1 is our score, 17:04 here in the first half of play. Panthers quickly get it across. Oh, and a penetrating drive for the basket. Westbrook from Oregon drives that in to make it 8-1, driving from the left side of the cup to get it off the glass. Nice aggressive move. Panthers back on the defense as the Bulldogs working on the far wing. A jumper, a long jumper, no good, and it is picked up by the Panthers. Oh, they call it jump ball. Masu Williams gets tangled up for the jump ball, and it's going to be possession for the Bulldogs. It's possession now point in favor of the inbound quickly. Thought about it. Looked like there could have been a travel, and the trick shot no good. Another rebound by the Panthers. Masu Williams. Blakely gets to the cross and the dish. Good ball movement and a nice finish, but couldn't complete it. Was Cook. He was fouled. He will go. I have Hamilton. Hamilton at the line shooting two. Panthers up 8-1. We're just getting on the way. First shot by Hamilton is nothing but bottom of the net. Panthers will be at home the day after Thanksgiving, taking on Lamar Cardinals. That is always going to be an interesting time. Anytime you get to face up with them guys from the Southland. The second shot is missed. So the Panthers up 9-1. Quick transition across the timeline for the Bulldogs. They're setting the play up right now. Panthers in a 2-3 zone. Hands outstretched. The ball is now swung around back and forth, looking and working a missed shot. Here come the Panthers on transition, going through. Wow, what a reverse layup. Cook looks a little nasty on that one there. Makes it 11-1. Panthers in full control right now. Working through, stop shot, and another hesitation. A jump ball, possession error will be pointed in favor of the Panthers. And we got some substitutions coming in from the Bulldogs. Number 11, Sam Augusti, and number 1, Chris Adams. We have an immediate timeout. We'll take a timeout. Panthers in control, 11-1.
Larry's Automotive, located in the Field Store community of Waller County, is equipped to handle any automotive service or repair on your diesel or gas engine, truck, car, tractor, trailer, or RV motorhome. With in-house financing and scheduled service reminders, Larry's Automotive can handle it all. So give them a call at 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566, or look them up online at larrysautomotive.net. Larry's Automotive is an approved AAA Texas repair facility employing ASC certified technicians and a 2-time Better Business Bureau Awards of Excellence winner in automotive service. That's because they believe in running an honest business with a no-problem guarantee. Remember, every service visit comes with their 12-month, 12,000-mile nationwide warranty on parts and labor. That satisfaction worth the drive. So stop on by or call today, 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers on top 11-1 with the immediate timeout, 15:41. I want to remind you that you can go to OBN Channel 2 and listen to the Lady Panthers take on the SMU Lady Mustangs. Dwayne Lewis doing the coverage at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Panthers working the ball off the inbound here, already up by the score of 11-1. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Good ball movement. Panthers working. Williams working at the background, and they're kicked it out. Westbrook, far side, misses it, gets it over and off the hands of Masu Williams. And that will be a turnover for the Panthers. Remember to visit our website at OBN-Radio.com. And you can become a listening partner. It's getting ready to come in. The Lady Panthers are up by 12 right now over SMU. You can listen to that game live on OBN2. There's a steal by Westbrook, and he's going to get it. He'll do a highlight reel. He goes up, and he misses the shot, but he will be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Clock stop with 14:56. Dusty with the foul. Westbrook will go to shoot two. Okay. So Westbrook will go to shoot two. Lomax is ready to come in along with Mr. J.D. Wallace. J.D. Wallace are expecting a lot of things out of this kiddo. See how things come out now. Last report we had, the Lady Panthers on top by 12 over SMU. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Shots missed by Westbrook, but the rebound by the Panthers, and off the glass, Cook will make his presence felt. 13-1, Panthers on top. Panthers now with the backcourt press, and there's a high pass over. Panthers applying pressure, Westbrook leading the charge. Now Lomax on the defense. Going, there's a turnover by the Panthers. You got a 3-on-1 break. They're going to make something special out of Hamilton off the glass, and it is now 15-1. Panthers putting in the work as the Bulldogs get it across the timeline. The jumper from the right wing is no good, and that was out of bounds. So we got some substitution coming in. Gidding will now come in. Shaquille Preston will come in for the Panthers. The inbound for the Bulldogs will be number 11, Auguste, as another late Bellinger will now get some playing time. And this is the time where the Panthers get a chance to get some of the guys who not as experienced and get the leaders some breaks and some observations to work in their defense. As you heard Coach or Athletic Director Ashley Robinson says, that jumper is good for three. Auguste from the corner for three makes it 15-4. Panthers back on transition. Going back, swinging it real good now, or the Panthers. Preston bounces it over to Bellinger on the right wing. Bellinger crosses over, gets it back over in the far corner, working back to Bellinger. Bellinger swings it out in the corner. The jumper was no good by getting. Rebound picked up by the Panthers. Going back, good ball movement, baseline, and it's going to be a jump ball. Call it traveling against the against the Panthers. That will turn the ball over. 15-4 is our score. 13-33 in the first half of play. Panthers in the driver's seat right now here on this Thanksgiving week of hoops. Panthers not working. On the left wing now are the Bulldogs. That ball was blocked by Preston. And here come the Panthers with the ball. Transition, slowing back down, gets it over Preston at the free throw line. The mid-range jumper is no good. Rebound picked up by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs pushing it down the floor right now as the leader man is Auguste, and he throws it up after the foul was called. That foul will be against the Panthers. Mr. Giddings. Giddings picks up his first foul. Non-shooting foul, so the inbound will be for the Bulldogs. They get it back almost towards midcourt, working back and forth. Panthers applying all kind of pressure. They're going to call another quick foul on Giddings. Giddings picks up his second foul as Auguste will come in, as right now we're going to have Troy Thompson. Man, and this has been a long time coming. Thompson so Troy Thompson checks in over at the radio booth rather than over here at the room, but they did get it right, and he's ready to get going. They've been excited about him as still on the Panthers transition. 3-on-3, and the one will count. Lomax with a fall-in shot. Foul against Mr. Adams, number one. Team's fourth foul, 17-4 now. Panthers well in control of this one, up by 13. Lomax will go to shoot the three-pointer the old-fashioned way. That three-point line, everybody gets enamored with that thing as he makes that 18-4. But you just have to earn your threes back in the day. Now the Bulldogs coming across. Adams dribbling from the left wing, being guarded by Lomax. Panthers in the zone defense. Lomax still guarding on Adam, crossing him over, and they get that ball back over to the swing. The right wing, and it's no good. The rebound picked up and almost lost, and regaining was Preston, and he turns it over. That was Davey Wallace, I'm sorry. Wallace get the block. He redeemed the turnover and get the block. They've been real high with J.D. Wallace and Troy Thomas. These two on the floor together, I believe, for the first time this season. Now the inbound for the Bulldogs, a quick jumper from the corner, and it's good for three. As Malone knocks that one down. And it is 18-7 as Blakely gets ready to come back in for the Panthers. And there's going to be a blocking foul. Athens called with the foul. Panthers will send in Hamilton and Blakely. There is another media timeout. We're going to take a timeout. 11:47. Panthers on top. 18-7.
Larry's Automotive, located in the Field Store community of Waller County, is equipped to handle any automotive service or repair on your diesel or gas engine, truck, car, tractor, trailer, or RV motorhome. With in-house financing and scheduled service reminders, Larry's Automotive can handle it all. So give them a call at 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566, or look them up online at larrysautomotive.net. Larry's Automotive is an approved AAA Texas repair facility employing ASC certified technicians and a two-time Better Business Bureau Awards of Excellence winner in automotive service. That's because they believe in running an honest business with a no-problem guarantee. Remember, every service visit comes with their 12-month, 12,000-mile nationwide warranty on parts and labor. That satisfaction worth the drive. So stop on by or call today, 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers on top 18-7 here after the media timeout. Panthers ready to go back to work as they will get the inbound going from left to right. Blakely gets it in to Bellinger. Bellinger at the top, swings it back over to Blakely. Blakely comes down, pulls back, tries to work down low, and there's a turnover, and here come the Bulldogs. The easy transition back as that was number 11, Mr. Vestes, I believe. I'm sorry. That was Auguste, not Vestes. And, whoa, they're banging down low. Traveling is called against the Panthers. So Westbrook will come back in for the Panthers, and Daquan Cook, number 25. Panthers up 18-9. Coming across the timeline now, or the Bulldogs. The long jumper, and that one's no good, and that's what Jarvis does well. They've been deadly from three-point range here early, and they have not been shy about going forward. As Westbrook gets it across the timeline, dribbling at the right wing, swings it over now to the Panthers. Looking at Westbrook back at the top on the left wing. He swings it back down low. The jump almost thought about. Westbrook working down low, and Hamilton's shot is no good, but he gets his own rebound, goes up and dishes it out. The shot was no good by Blakely. Not Blakely, but Bellinger. And here comes the Bulldogs. Another three thrown up. That one was going to be knocked out of bounds. Jet will now come in. Jerron Jet, number 21, and Shaquille Preston, number 22, will come in for the Panthers. So the Panthers got a lot of length out there right now on the floor. Another long jumper from almost half court. That one was missed. Rebound picked up by the Panthers, and here comes Cook on the transition. Stops, swings it down in the corner, thought about shooting it now, and and the shot was good by Cook. Cook knocking it down to make it 19-9. I'm sorry, 20-9. Crossing over now. Preston jumps out to deter the jumper. It is knocked off two Panthers' hand in a follow-up jumper from mid-range Johnson, or Dion, with the basket, make it 20-11. Preston now working to the top to Westbrook. Westbrook swinging it over, and another jumper from in the corner. That one no good. Rebound was out of bounds by the Panthers. Preston had it, but landed out of bounds, so the Panthers going back on the defense. 20-11 is our score. 9 minutes and 32 seconds in the first half of play. Panthers trying to do the trap, but the Bulldogs get it across. Another three-pointer. This time was no good, as it was the hot man, Augusti, for the Bulldogs. Not able to get it. Substitution coming in now. Number 10, Deon Fisher will come in for the Bulldogs. Fisher looking for the ball off the inbound. There's another shot missed, and here come the Panthers with the rebound. Westbrook pushing across the floor. Penetrating. Wow, what an aggressive move. I mean, he just split that defense like there was no tomorrow. Missed the shot, but he will go to shoot two. Malone gets the foul. Westbrook will go to shoot two. Westbrook out of Oregon. Fine. This in the first one. Masu Williams comes in now for the Panthers. Second shot is good. And it is now 22-11. Panthers applying all kind of pressure right now as they're getting across the timeline due to Bulldogs. Bulldogs penetrating. Going through. Preston gets foul, or gets the foul, and Blakely will await to come in after the free throw attempts by the Bulldogs. First shot up and good. Harry now comes in for the Bulldogs, and Blakely come in for the Panthers. 22-10 is our score. That's Fisher. Second shot is up, and it's good. So Fisher, 2 for 2 from the line, 22-13, Panthers on top. Blakely gets it over to Westbrook. Westbrook back to Blakely at the top of the key. Swings it over in the far corner, coming back to Blakely. Working. 13 seconds on the shot clock, and the travel called against the Panthers. Westbrook was just called for a delay of game. Second one would be a technical. As Lomax will now come in. Lomax in for Blakely. As the Panthers on top right now, 22-13, 8 minutes and 47 seconds in the first half of play. Working across the timeline and the penetration through, oh my, 2 shot. The foul against Lomax. Okay. So going to the line for the Bulldogs. After the foul, in the first one, as Bellinger will now come in. Malone hits his first basket. Second free throw for Malone is up and good, and Malone is now 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 22-17, Panthers on top. Westbrook working down in the corner, back at the top, got down to Matsu Williams down in the paint. He kicks it out. The jumper uncontested, no good. Rebound picked up by the Bulldogs, penetrating, pushing through, and the jumper in the corner was no good off the assist from Thomas. Herring called with the foul. Panthers will have possession, going from left to right, leading by the score of 22-15. Don't forget the Lady Panthers are on Channel 2, taking on SMU in Dallas, Texas. Dwayne Lewis on that call. Meanwhile, Cook will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 as they're in the bonus now. That was the 7th team foul, 5 team fouls for the Panthers. Cook takes his time to eye the prize. This is it. And the Panthers back on the defense. Panthers up 22-15. Jarvis now with a long pass and working it down low was Thomas. Thomas turns around, gets it to Herring. He misses the shot. And here come the Panthers on transition. Stop it. Hop gets it off the hands. Could not handle the ball. Was Preston. As we have 7 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here. That means we got a media timeout, and we'll take one right along with them. Panthers on top 22-15. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
You're listening to Community Radio, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, 87.9 FM, Prairie View, Texas.
Why am I going to college? I'm going to make a difference.
I'm going to do what makes me happy.
I'm going to be the first in my family to graduate college. I'm going to work hard. Be independent.
Live large. I'm never giving up on my goals.
I knew I wanted to go to college.
But figuring out how to pay for it, I didn't have a clue.
The U.S. Department of Education has over $100 billion.
And that's a lot of money to help students pay for college.
And the free applications?
You mean the FAFSA?
I did it online. It was easy.
I'm going to follow my dreams.
Make the most of every opportunity. I'm going to find out how to pay for college.
I'm going to college.gov.
Need money for college? The U.S. Department of Education can help. Find out more about planning and paying for college at college.gov.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Out the media timeout, Jarvis throws up another three. The rebound picked up by the Panthers and able to take care of business now. Transition off the hands. Westbrook got the pass down in the paint, and Hamilton will now quickly come back in to replace Westbrook. Hamilton comes in. Panthers up 22-15 here in the first half of play. Jarvis Bulldogs come in with a 2-0 record. So they will reset the shot clock. That ball come right over here in our lap. Now they're working. Panthers with the ball, working it. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Outside shot, no good. By the Panthers, Hamilton, the rebound picked up by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs trailing 22-15. Now there's another turnover. Hamilton gets it downfield to court. Oh! They called a travel as J.D. Wallace will come in now for Masu Williams. Wallace will come down to play in the post. The Panthers have been stuck on 22 for a moment now. Bulldogs working across. Whoa, that was almost a travel against Lopez, but they didn't call it. The long jumper's no good. The rebound picked up by the Bulldogs, blocked and recovering after the block from J.D. There's a turnover. And picking it up, now the Panthers in transition. Bellinger swings it over into the corner. Back up top. The shot is no good. Shot from the top of the key was a foul against the Panthers, but that was 25 for the Panthers that shot the shot. Cook. Number 3 for the for the Bulldogs is King. He was called with the foul. Going to the line for the Panthers will be Jet. Jet not able to make both of them. Does make one. 23-15 is a score. Oh, long, ill-advised pass, and that's going to be a foul called against Hamilton. As coming back in will be Preston. Preston coming in for the Panthers. Preston will come in for the Panthers. Inbound by the Bulldogs. Asking to reset the shot clock again. Thomas was the inbounder. He'll inbound it again. He's working with Lopez. Lopez now looking, thought about it, swings it over to the far side. That ball was partially blocked, and coming back up with the rebound was Fisher for the Bulldogs. Fisher makes it 23-17. Panthers on top. The dump-off pass by Preston is going to be good. J.D. Wallace makes his presence felt. It's now 25-17. Panthers on top. 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first half. Panthers enjoying the lead and the N1 as Lopez drives through, gets the acrobatic shot. Cook was called with the foul, so it's 25-19. Lopez will go to shoot the N1. The shot is up, and it's no good. So the Panthers hold on to a 6-point lead, 25-19. Panthers now working, getting across the timeline. Plenty of time. Preston over in the far corner. Swings it back up top. Cook swings it over in the corner. That jumper from in the corner was no good by Jet. And coming through, Preston missing it. Or Wallace, I should have said, was missing it. 12, Wallace. And the rebound goes for the Bulldogs. And there's a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout with 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Panthers on top by the score of 25-19. Panthers kind of in a little lull right now. It's not taking anything from Jarvis, but almost like they're playing down to competition. For the Jarvis Bulldogs, right now the leading scorer will be Mr. Fisher. Fisher has 4 points. Well, Jeff Malone with 7 points. Fisher has 4 points. So the Panthers trying to get a little more animated, if you will, here in their play. As they're making the adjustments, the Bulldogs trying to inbound. The Panthers now in a full court press. Coming across is Lopez. Lopez turns around, being guarded by Westbrook. And now he's at the left wing. We're looking, try to get the give and go. Acrobatic shot. Missed, but then the rebound was picked up by King. And it is now 25-21, and Jarvis keeps hanging around in here. And the Panthers not having the answers right now. We'll have word with Coach Smith at halftime. We were able to catch up with him, talk to him about the West Coast strip and everything. 9 seconds on the shot clock and another turnover by the Panthers.
So now Blakely will come back in for Hamilton. Panthers reeling right now. They're up 25-21. Lomax was going to come in, but he was told to come back to his post. So now there's a sweep away by the Panthers, pushing it through. Blakely got the steal, transition, and follow through with the slam was J.D. Wallace. Wallace makes it 27-21, Panthers on top. Panthers trying to work it on the defensive side. Wallace alters that shot, and not going to be able to save it. It was knocked out of bounds. Wallace altered the shot of the penetrating Bulldog, as now we have another substitution. It's 3:52, and it should be another media timeout. Panthers on top 27-21. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
You want to know what Boy Scouting is all about? Boy Scouts of America program has 3 specific objectives, commonly referred as the aims of scouting. They are character development, citizenship training, and personal fitness. If you have a young man between the ages of 11 and 17 and you live in the Houston area, dial 713-659-8111. On my honor, I will do my best.
Teenagers and their mood swings are well known. But what if their normal reaction to the stresses of life develops into depression? Hi, I'm Dr. John Hellerstedt with the Children's Health Minute, presented by this station and TextCare, connecting families with CHIP and Children's Medicaid. Genuine depression in teens can be hard to spot because normal teen behavior is marked by ups and downs. Some signs of depression include excessive sleeping, a change in eating habits, faltering school performance, even negative behaviors like substance abuse or shoplifting. Never ignore the signs of teen depression. Consult your family physician, who may refer your child for further evaluation and treatment. It's never a sign of weakness if your child needs professional help with depression.
Keep your kids healthy. Call toll-free 1-877-KIDS-NOW for information or when it's time to renew your children's health insurance. That's 1-877-KIDS-NOW. TextCare in sickness and in health.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers on top 27-21. Masu Williams will come in, and Mr. Cook will come in. Last report we had, the Lady Panthers are on top of SMU 33-26 in the third quarter. Listen to that game live at OBN Channel 2. Go to the website at OBN-radio.com. Check them out. Meanwhile, the Panthers here have made this a contest. It is 27-21 now. Panthers on top. Playing good defense now as they're keeping the ball spread. Good move by Cook off the glass. Thomas makes that shot off the glass, and it's now 27-23. Panthers on top. Coming back, Blakely at the front gets it off, and Masu Williams finishes that off, makes it 29-23. Panthers holding it down right now. There's another turnover. Panthers now pushing it across the floor and getting it. Oh, in the transition, they're going to call a charge against the Panthers. Wow. Panthers got 29 points right now. They are 12 of 25 from the field, 1 of 7 from three-point range, and 4 of 9 from the charity stripe. We get up some moisture on the court. Last update we had, the Lady Panthers were on top 33-26 over the Lady Mustangs of SMU. Boy, what a statement would that be for Coach Raven Justice and the Lady Panthers to go to Dallas during the Thanksgiving season. Masu Williams jumped up on his feet anticipating the block the shot. He fights for the rebound. And they're going to say it's the Bulldogs' ball as got into a tug of war with the big man Chavez. 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. They called a travel against Masu Williams.
I thought it was a jump ball, and they're quickly in, and another three, and that was missed. Matsu Williams with the rebound, kicks it out, and here come the Panthers. Panthers penetrating, going, oh, Matsu Williams on the trail, and makes the basket. 31-23. Panthers now trying to get some degrees of separation. Crossing over, going back and forth. Lopez at the top. Swinging, working, another long jumper. Wow, he just threw that one up. So I might as well shoot it. And the rebound for the Panthers. Panthers get it to Westbrook. Westbrook stops. Get to the cross. Oh, J.D. Wallace looked like he wanted to punch that one down for a second. Makes it 33-23 now with 2 minutes exactly remaining in the first half. The Panthers on top. Coming through, looking. Panthers jumper no good by the Bulldogs, but they're going to call a foul against the Panthers. And call that one on Blakely. Team's 9th foul, so it'll be the 1-and-1 bonus shot for the Bulldogs. First shot being attempted. It's no good. The rebound picked up by the Panthers. Matsu Williams battling for that rebound. Panthers get it over to Blakely. Blakely bounced fast, a little bit lazy, but they will recover with Westbrook. Try to get it down to Matsu Williams down low. Deflected, coming back. The shot by Blakely is good. Right from the right wing. Blakely makes it 35-23 with 1 minute and 28 seconds. Another long pass. Lopez driving baseline. It was knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. Substitution coming in as Giddings will come in along with Hamilton. Panthers up by 12, 35-23 in the first half. 1 minute and 29 seconds remaining. The long jumper, that one's no good. Picked up by, guess who? Matsu Williams. Gets it over to Westbrook. Westbrook comes across, swings it over. Good move by Hamilton and makes the shot. Hamilton off the cut pass from Westbrook makes it 37-23. Winning it back now, or the Bulldogs. Number 23, Miller, working. It's down to a minute. It's been acknowledged. Hamilton called for the foul. 2 shots now for the Panthers. So, first shot being attempted by Miller. It's no good. Actually, that's Todd Brown, number 12, forgive me. 37-23, Panthers up with 56 seconds. Second shot by Brown is good, and it is 37-24. It should be 23. Yeah, 24. The clock here is a little bit slow, but the stat sheet is right. Panthers working it now. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Westbrook was being trapped, gets it over to the far wing, and there is going to be another quick foul. That should send the Panthers to the line. So Preston will get ready to come back in for the Panthers. Hamilton will go to the line to shoot 2. First shot being offered up by Hamilton is good. So substitution for the Bulldogs will be number 2, Malone. Malone got 7 points on the day thus far. Herring will come back in for the Bulldogs as Hamilton gets ready to make his second shot. Hamilton's shot is good. And he will be subbed by Preston. Hamilton will come out. 39-24, Panthers on top. 38 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Bulldogs going from right to left on the dial. Working back and forth now. Panthers spreading it out in that zone defense. Westbrook up top. He guards the little man, and a three-pointer
was good from Fisher. Fisher makes it 39-27. 17 seconds now remaining. Westbrook gets it across the timeline. Pushing across. No time to play around now as Giddings crosses behind his back. Looking for the open man. The shot from in the corner. No good. The three. Rebound picked up by the Bulldogs. Off and no good. And that's a half. The Bulldogs trail the Panthers by the score of 39-27. We're going to take us a quick break and we'll come back and get right into our post or halftime report. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The voice of Waller County Athletics, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Introduce your message or product to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime right now, the Panthers on top of the Jarvis Bulldogs, 39-27. We'll give you more of the stats and everything once we hear from Coach Byron Smith, who was able to sit down with them and discuss the road trip that they had on the West Coast and how things fared out for them, and the contest against these Jarvis Bulldogs here on tonight. So we'll now go right over and hear from Coach Byron Smith.
All right. We have Coach Byron Smith, who's just come home from a successful West Coast trip. Even though on the record it's going to come back 1-4 on the books, 1-3 on the books. You got the big win against Fresno State. And before we jump into that, how do you assess your start to the season of this 2016-17 campaign?
I think it's the fact that, you know, in the past we have spent later in the season that we've actually gotten our first win, I guess, from that standpoint, and you know, the confidence of the players and you know, PV Nation just to, you know, be somewhat excited. I would say I'm right in the middle, 51-49 in terms of how I feel. I feel like it could have been better. As everything in life, it can always be better. But I would say that it's something to build off of. We, you know, kind of succumbed at the end to mental fatigue. You know, some things that could have been better. We could have done better in our last game. But I would say that, you know, we've got something to build on, and I think the future of the program is still very, very, very bright.
Well, in all fairness, you come out with a very tough opening road schedule, and there's a lot on the line, not only for you, but for these young men to prove that they belong to play on this level. And being a former player yourself, you know that sometimes guys would push themselves a little bit more than what they would under normal circumstances, so that would enhance the stress levels, if you will. But now that you come back, you played a tough game against University of Texas at San Antonio, came back a little bit short, 10 short to be exact, but you had the momentum swing and you pull off. I'm still in glory land, if I'll be honest with you. 26-31 from the free throw line against Fresno State. The perfect game on the road, the elements of the shock value that brought, and the confidence that not only will these guys be able to hold on to, but to lead toward tougher games going down the stretch. You got to be excited with the way these guys are gelling and coming together. So let's be honest, these are tune-up games with a little dividends on the backside of it, and then to pull the wins out and to play as competitively, being, you got to be pleased with the result.
Yeah, there's a lot of positives, far more positives than negatives in life. You know, I'm a positive guy. The glass is half full with me every day of my life. We do have a lot of new guys, and sometimes I lose sight of that sometimes because we see these guys every day. And so, you see them every day, but they haven't played together a lot, and they've practiced a lot, but they haven't played together a lot. So I think offensively right now, we're probably a little bit more efficient offensively than defensively. And, obviously, Byron Smith, a great defensive player from his U of H days, not very pleased with that. I think once we can kind of reverse that a little bit, not to be less efficient offensively, but just to be a little closer in terms of being more adequate defensively, I think we have a chance to be really, really solid. We got some guys that really stepped up, some guys that we were counting on just to be there a little earlier. It's taking them a little bit longer. And I think if you look at our team on paper, a lot of room and reason to be excited. But just sometimes, like, you lose sight of the fact that junior college, where you get a lot of junior college kids, some of them adapt and get adjusted quickly. I was fortunate as a player. I didn't really have a choice. I was the last guy that they signed at the university, so I had to come out, both barrels loaded and blazing. But some kids just take a little longer than probably anticipate. And I think we have that with a couple of my guys right now. But, again, overall, we're still very excited about the potential that this team can be really, really, really good this season.
Well, you have some home games coming up this Thanksgiving weekend. You're going to take on Jarvis Christian College. That will be a tip-off game that you can listen to at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. In fact, it will be on Channel 1. And the women will be playing on Channel 2 on the Open Mic Broadcast Network against SMU. I just thought I would throw that in while we got this going on. Now, you get a chance to come home, and you're still fine-tuning your roster right now because you still have about 19 guys showing on the roster. This is a good problem to have, but a tough decision to make when it comes down to that final 15.
It is. We have a couple of guys who are not eligible or cleared to play right now that are impact guys, being Troy Thompson and Yusuf Yakubu, excuse me. Those guys are still waiting to be cleared, and it could be a matter of minutes, hours, or days, hopefully, not in weeks, because we could desperately use them. But we do have a lot of guys that at any given night, they can have a huge impact. I mean, there's no one guy that we're just going to say that, hey, he's going to be the guy tonight. We don't have Steph and Kevin Durant or Westbrook or Oklahoma City. It can be any group of 3 or 4 guys that can really impact. And that's the beauty of it. So that you've done a good job in recruiting and you do have depth. But my wish is that they will come together on the defensive side, and we know we can count on this 5 or 8 guys from defensive, focus and emphasis much more than the offense. But we can score. We do have a few more shooters, as I told you, that we would do that in the offseason in terms of recruiting. But we do have depth, and that gives you reason to be optimistic moving forward. That we've got 8 or 9 guys that can put the ball in the basket, and it just depends on whose night it is.
Well, Coach Byron Smith and the Panthers will start their holiday home road. Now, Coach, I know you've been real stickler on these guys' diets or something like that. When these guys are playing during the Thanksgiving holiday, or you're going to at least allow them to have a little cranberry sauce during the break.
Yeah, fat-free cranberry sauce. The whole deal. We will be the opposite of Noah and Noah's Ark. We will do one. Everything will be one instead of 2. One piece of turkey. One serving of dressing. And no dessert. So we obviously, we're excited to be home. PV Nation can kind of come out and see 2 tough opponents on tomorrow night, Tuesday, and on Friday the 25th against Lamar. So we're excited about that. We do have to cover home. It's an important time. These guys have done a really good job at watching what they put in their bodies. I'm proud of them that they not only they do it in front of the staff, but they also do it when we're not watching, which they don't have to. So, and we can just tell with their energy level and things like that if they've been eating right. I've been doing this for a long time. Mike, not necessarily a head coach, but just being around the game and working with a lot of athletes, that you can pretty much tell that they haven't gotten enough rest, if they're not eating the right way, if they're kind of cheating on their commitment. We can just tell in their effort and their endurance. So for the most part, they've done well. It's a tricky time of year because Thanksgiving is about family. It's about reminiscing and reflecting, and we're pretty good at that. And we like to feel good at this time of the year, and food makes us feel good. But just keep our fingers crossed. Keep God first. We'll pray that they will use good judgment. I'm going to actually be the overseer of Thanksgiving meal because we're going to actually have it here at Prairie View because we have so many kids that are out of town. So we're going to actually have a meal put together for them. So I'll be sitting there watching, and I'll be encouraging them to stay focused on putting the right things in their body.
All right. Well, hopefully things will work out the positive. Well, I tell you what, Coach, I'll meet you after I eat with you guys to make sure. Now, Coach, we always, you and I have had a great rapport, and being that this is the holiday season, I just want you to mention one thing that you're thankful for this time of year.
I'm thankful for the opportunity, first of all, to be alive. That's not promised to us today. Tomorrow's not promised. But in terms of everyday life, just thankful for the opportunity to be the head basketball coach here and to be around the people. I mean, there's a lot to be said for that. And you have, obviously you have peace of mind. So just thankful for a lot of things. But as I sit here in this desk and I talk to you, just really excited and can't be thankful enough to this administration for giving me the opportunity to do something that I've longed to do all of my adult life. After my playing days have ended, this is what I've wanted to do. So I tell people all the time, if nothing else happens, being a little sentimental, being a little spiritual side, God has given me the desire of my heart, which He says He will. If you be obedient and do the things that He requires us to do, He will do that. So He's held true to His word. So just thankful to be the head basketball coach at Prairie View A&M, and just hopeful that it will be for an extended period of time.
Coach Byron Smith and the Panthers will be in action at home this week, Tuesday, against Jarvis Christian College, the Bulldogs, and then on Friday, the 25th, against the Lamar Cardinals. This is Dr. Mike Prince. Be blessed.
And, of course, that was Coach Byron Smith talking about how thankful he is right now. The Panthers are thankful to be in front right now at halftime, 39-27. Panthers have been spreading the love around. Blakely with 4 points. Hamilton has 7 points. Masu Williams has 8. Cook has 7 points. Westbrook with 4 points. And Lomax has a total of 3. Blakely is 2 for 2 from the field. Masu Williams is 4 for 5 from the field. Panthers are, as a team, shooting 6 of 11 from the free throw line, which gives them right at 54.5%. We'd like to see that a little bit better. They're 1 of 8 from the three-point line at 12.5%. Panthers are 16 of 13 from the floor at 53%. So the Panthers taking care of business, doing what they need to do in this first half. We'll give you some of the stat information for the Bulldogs. We have King with 2 points. Fisher has 7 points. Lopez with 2. Chavez has 1 point. 7 points from Malone. 2 points from Thomas. 5 points from Auguste. 1 point from Brown. The Bulldogs are 9 of 37 from the field. 3 of 21 from the three-point line. And that is part of the challenge that they're having, because they have been deadly from that three-point line coming into tonight's contest. They're 6 of 10 from the field as they get ready for this second half. Panthers on top 39 to 23. I'm sorry, to 27, as the Panthers will try to extend their lead here in this second half of play. We're going to take us a quick pause for the calls, and when we come back, we'll be ready for that second half of play right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're going to give you an update. The Lady Panthers, who last had, were up by the score of Panthers up by the score of 44 to 42. It's getting tight in the old hen house, but they don't make it work out. We're going to be right back with more second half action right here from the Baby Doll.
The voice of Waller County Athletics, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Introduce your message or product to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824. Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540-FM1488 in the Field Store area. Now 936-931-5566. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. Is your business in the black? Do you really know? Gunderson's Bookkeeping can lower your taxes, increase your profits, and help control your cash flow. Services include complete payroll, bookkeeping, and income tax services. Call for a free business assessment at 936-372-2661. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, otherwise known as the voice of student athletics, has been serving the community since 2002, providing local and regional coverage for high school and collegiate sports. Be sure to show your support by becoming a listening partner by going to our website at OBN-Radio.com. Annual donation of $72 a year will help continue for us to provide local and regional high school and collegiate coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get ready to start halftime as we are making some adjustments, as sometimes all needed to do. Panthers will be going from left to right on the dial. They're up by the score of 39-27, starting this first half, or the second half off. Well, now they're going to give it to the Bulldogs. They got the position, working down low. Matsu Williams tried to alter that shot, but it's going to be good by Heron to make it 39-30. Panthers getting across the timeline. Going the left-hand jumper, no good by Blakely. And wrestling forward, the Bulldogs come up with the rebound as Lopez gets it across the timeline now. Bulldogs going from left to right. The jumper by Lopez is good for two. They said his foot was inside. It's 39-32. Jarvis trying to turn the heat up right now. Hamilton gets it over to Westbrook. Westbrook back over with ball movement. Blakely swings it back to Westbrook. Westbrook over in the far corner. The jumper is good for three in the corner. As DeQuan Cook makes it 42-32. Coming across now are the Bulldogs. Bulldogs jumper is no good. Picked up by the Panthers in transition. Gets it to Blakely. Blakely to Westbrook. Westbrook baseline. Misses the shot. Picked up. Kicked out down to Matsu Williams. Matsu lost the ball. And here come the Bulldogs. Bulldogs, Lopez spins around in a circle, gets it out, and now going baseline, kicked it back out. The jumper from the far side, no good. Matsu Williams missed the rebound. Westbrook knocks it over into the hands now. And, turn that over does Westbrook. Tries to hit Blakely. So it will be the Bulldogs ready to... Well, Blakely's going to be able to inbound this here. Looked like it might have been off the Panthers, but Blakely will get the benefit of the doubt. He gets ready to inbound, gets it to Westbrook, back to Blakely. Blakely working down, and good ball movement by the Panthers. The jumper from the far side, no good. Cook not able to nail that one. And here come the Bulldogs. Good hand action by the Panthers to knock it out. It will be Bulldogs' ball. Panthers up 42-32 with 18-12 remaining in the second half.
Baseline shot, no good. Rebound picked up by the Panthers. Panthers swinging it back up now, bringing it across the floor and working on the Panthers, looking, cross pass. Whoa, tried to make the save, could not handle the pass, was Westbrook. Westbrook tried to kick that back out to Blakely, but could not hold on to it. So Bellinger will come in, and but Westbrook will come sit down and think about it. That's what happens when you have deepness on your bench. You don't act right, we'll sit you down till you start acting right. Bulldogs bring it across the timeline. Coming across, bouncing down low to the postman, turning, 3-second violation, no call. And here come the Panthers with the ball, pushing it down. And Bellinger tried to get that one off. It was going to be a fancy tomahawk dunk by Cook. He couldn't come through, and the Bulldogs come back on the opposite end. It's knocked out of bounds. Panthers will maintain possession. 17-26 remaining in the second half. Panthers up by 10, 42-32. Remember, the women are doing action on Channel 2 as that is Bellinger is able to knock that one down and make it 44-32 from the mid-range jumper. Panthers back on defense. Working across the jumper from deadly accuracy as King hits that three-pointer, makes it 44-35. This was what Jarvis has been riding on coming into this game. They're 2-0, and they've been deadly from the three-point line. They're working it now on the Panthers on the far side, baseline, over by himself in the corner for three, and it's good. Zach Hamilton makes it 47-35 with 16 minutes and 34 seconds. I'll get it right eventually. Panthers back on the defense. Working, being methodical now, or the Bulldogs, a fourth shot, and it falls down for Mr. Lopez. Lopez sinks that shot and makes it 47-37. Hamilton off the shot from the left wing, no good. Rebound picked up by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs now trying to pick up the pace, trailing by 10, 47-37. Panthers back on the defense. Defense being encouraged by the home crowd. Someone to take the ball. The jumper is good. As crossing over was Fisher. Fisher makes it 47-39, 8-point lead now for the Panthers with 15:37. So the next stoppage will be immediate timeout. Panthers holding on here, working the ball methodically, working down low. Oh, good shot. Masu Williams, reverse layup to make it 49-39. And a steal off the inbound. Blakely gets it to Hamilton. Hamilton bounced it over to Bellinger. Bellinger shoots just inside the three-point jumper range to make it 51-39. There's going to be a stoppage on the floor. Panthers heating up 51-39. Although a timeout was called, it should be immediate timeout. But nonetheless, Panthers on top. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. You're listening to the basketball action on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Larry's Automotive, located in the Field Store community of Waller County, is equipped to handle any automotive service or repair on your diesel or gas engine, truck, car, tractor, trailer, or RV motorhome. With in-house financing and scheduled service reminders, Larry's Automotive can handle it all. So give them a call at 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566, or look them up online at larrysautomotive.net. Larry's Automotive is an approved AAA Texas repair facility employing ASC certified technicians and a 2-time Better Business Bureau Awards of Excellence winner in automotive service. That's because they believe in running an honest business with a no-problem guarantee. Remember, every service visit comes with their 12-month, 12,000-mile nationwide warranty on parts and labor. That satisfaction worth the drive. So stop on by or call today, 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers starting to heat up right now, starting to get the degrees of separation, trying to get us an update score here. My eyes deceiving me to tie it up. 50-50.
Man, the Lady Panthers, but they balance up. Coach Raven Justice still got some time left. Our score here is 51-39, Panthers on top. Panthers trying to get some things spread out. You got 3 players in double digits. Each one of them with 10 points. You have Hamilton, Cook, as that shot was missed by the Bulldogs. Panthers coming through on the transition. Coming through is Cook. Cook from reverse pass back to Bellinger from in the corner. No good. Rebound and follow through with Blakely. Panthers 53-39 for the Jarvis Bulldogs. Panthers now trapping, trying to apply a little pressure, and there's going to be a hand foul against the Panthers. As we may mention, 10 points for Hamilton, 10 points for Cook. Bellinger picks up his first foul. Team's first foul here in the second half. 14:33 remaining in the second half. Panthers up 53-39. Panthers trying to work. Bellinger leading the charge for the Panthers. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Panthers playing great defense right now. Throw that one up with Lopez. The rebound picked up by the Panthers. As now Blakely dishes that off. And the reverse was J.D. Wallace. And I wish we had given that continuation. SMU now in front of the Panthers 56-54 with 40-some-odd seconds left. We're back to action here. Conclusion of that one on OBN Channel 2. And Bellinger hits the three-pointer and is fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot the 4-point play. 56-39. Panthers on top. Bellinger shoots the fadeaway and sinks it. As that shot is good. As Zach will come out. Evans Galapapo will come in to start for the Panthers. Panthers up 57-39. Bulldogs get the inbound in. Working it. Panthers applying all kind of pressure on the backcourt. Bulldogs break through, but then there's going to be a traveling call. And it's 13 minutes and 50 seconds now remaining in the half. Panthers up 57-39. Preston will now come in for the Panthers. As Preston will come and give Blakely a break. Got a lot of B's on this team. Bellinger, Blakely. Preston now gets the ball at midcourt, swings it over to Cook. Cook back up top. And alley-oop. Oh, he tried to get the backdoor alley-oop to Preston. And boom, would have went to dynamite, but not the case. It's going to be out of bounds off the Panthers. So Auguste will now come back in for the Bulldogs. Panthers on top by the score of 57-39 with 13 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. So the Panthers, working the zone jumper, no good. The rebound picked up by the Bulldogs. So the foul against the Panthers will take the Bulldogs to the line. First shot is good for the Bulldogs. Making that shot for the Bulldogs was Mr. Thomas. Thomas now makes it 57-40. Second shot is no good. Lane violation. Lane violation against the Panthers.
Second shot, in and out, no good. The rebound picked up by the Panthers. Panthers pushing across the timeline, losing the handle was Bellinger, and the Bulldogs come up with the turnover. Trying to work it now. Panthers back on defense, up by 17, 57-40, as the Panthers are struggling through, not able to hold on to the ball. Bulldogs with second chance opportunities, working as the Panthers get ready for a host of players to come in. They're still working, 20 on the shot clock. Bulldogs looking for the shot. Lopez jumper, no good. Rebound picked up by the Panthers. Preston was leading, and there's another turnover. And the layup, no good by the Bulldogs. No one wants to score. And finally, the Bulldogs get Malone to get the basket through, and there's going to be a slew of changes for the Panthers with the next stoppage of play. Bellinger is fouled on the defensive effort, number 4, Thomas. So now the Panthers send back in Blakely. You have Giddings, number 3, and then number 21 will be Mr. Sharon Jett. Gets it to the Panthers. The Panthers got that ball almost knocked away as losing the handle with Giddings. Blakely now go and handle from the top of the key. Working, going back and forth. Gets it over to Giddings. Giddings on the left wing trying to work down low to Preston. And it's going to be a foul against the Bulldogs, number 5, Jalen West. Non-shooting. Panthers will get the ball. Panthers working, leading by the score 57-42. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Preston drives to the court. And it's going to be a foul against Prince Hands, number 1. We got ourselves a media timeout. The Panthers on top, 57-42. We'll take us a break and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Broadcast right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I'm Dr. Mike Prince. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Community Radio, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, 87.9 FM, Prairie View, Texas.
Why am I going to college? I'm going to make a difference.
I'm going to do what makes me happy.
I'm going to be the first in my family to graduate college. I'm going to work hard. Be independent.
Live large. I'm never giving up on my goals.
I knew I wanted to go to college.
But figuring out how to pay for it, I didn't have a clue.
The U.S. Department of Education has over $100 billion.
And that's a lot of money to help students pay for college.
And the free applications?
You mean the FAFSA?
I did it online. It was easy.
I'm going to follow my dreams.
Make the most of every opportunity. I'm going to find out how to pay for college.
I'm going to college.gov.
Need money for college? The U.S. Department of Education can help. Find out more about planning and paying for college at college.gov.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers come back. They get the 2 free throws from Preston to make it 59-42. Panthers on top. Lady Panthers just lost the heartbreaker to SMU. Final score was 61-54. You could have heard that game live on OBN Channel 2 as the Bulldogs get the trick shot to fall through. It is now 59-44. Panthers on top, attacking the cup at time, but not being able to get through was getting. Rebound picked up by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs kick it out at the left wing. Panthers trying to apply a little pressure here, up by 15. Working the baseline. That shot was altered by Preston, and it's going to be off the Bulldogs' foot.
and it will be the Panthers' ball. As Fisher comes in for the Bulldogs, and Zach Hamilton will come in for the Panthers. Also, Cook will return. Preston will come out for the Panthers, as it will be Gidding coming out for the Panthers. So the Panthers up by 15, 59-44. 11 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this contest. We had triple action going on today. The inbound three-pointer is no good. Picked up by the Panthers. They kick it out, and here comes Hamilton. Hamilton gets across, pitches out over in the corner, and they've got to help out, and they get it back to Blakely. Blakely pulls back, dribbles between his legs. At the left elbow, switched it off, and could not hold on to it was Jet. And it was knocked out of bounds, luckily, by the Bulldogs. Masu Williams will come back in. There'll be 14 seconds on the shot clock. Panthers on top, 59-44. Blakely with 6 points. Masu Williams now in on the floor. He has a total of 10 points. As Cook knocks down the three-pointer, and Cook gets on the radar with 13 points. Panthers up 62-44. The three-pointer missed by the Bulldogs. And here come the Panthers on the fast break. Masu Williams leading the charge. And it's going to be Hamilton attacking the cup. And it's going to get fouled. Fisher charged with his second foul, the 16 foul. And Hamilton will go to shoot two from the line. Hamilton on the day is 3 for 4 from the line. His first attempt will be good. Makes it 63-44, and make that 4 of 5 now from the line is Mr. Hamilton. Hamilton gets ready for a second shot. Panthers going from right to left on the dial. The second shot will fall through, hits the back of the rim, rebound picked up by the Panthers, as that was Mr. Cook. Now Cook has it, picks it back out, slowing it down. Good ball movement. Blakely with the left. Oh, my goodness. Kaboom, doom. The backwards lob from Blakely to J.D. Wallace, and it is hello, Jarvis. I'm Mr. J.D. Wallace. 65-44. Panthers on top. The lone three is good, as Fisher knocks it down, makes it 65-47. Panthers on top. J.D. Wallace with the highlight reel in combination with Blakely. That ball is knocked away during a mad scramble coming up with it for the Bulldogs. The block on the back end by Fisher. I'm sorry, not Fisher, but Hamilton. And hitting the fall-away jumper was King. The King makes it 65-50. Panthers up by 15. Westbrook gets ready to come back in at the next stoppage. Going over in the far corner, the jumper from Hamilton. It's no good. Rebound picked up by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs, Lopez gets it across the timeline, dribbles at the right elbow, throws it up. No good, but he will go to the line. Hamilton picks up his third foul. Panthers with a 15-point lead. Bellinger will get ready to come in. Panthers up 65-50. That shot is too strong for Lopez, as Westbrook and Bellinger will come in. Hamilton comes out, and Masu Williams will come to take a breather, as the Panthers are up by 15. Second shot on the way from Lopez is good, and that will make it 65-51. I'd like to welcome those who may have just been listening to the Lady Panthers lose to SMU 61-54 on Channel 2. Bellinger shoots that jumper. It's no good. The rebound picked up by the Bulldogs. Panthers here on top, 65-51 here in the second half with 8 minutes and 53 seconds remaining. There's another glass shot that will good for Brown. Brown makes it 65-53 now. Panthers on top of the Bulldogs.
Blakely working the backcourt for the Panthers. Panthers get it across. 19 on the shot clock. Westbrook on the left wing kicks it back out. That jumper from the top of the key was no good by Cook. And here come the Bulldogs. Oh, they're going to call goaltending against the Panthers. Westbrook got up there, knocked it down. I'm sorry, J.D. Wallace. J.D. Wallace, it was a crowd shaker, but they'll give the credit to the Bulldogs. It is now 65-53. Panthers shot from mid-range is going to be good by Blakely. Blakely makes it 67-55. Blakely nails it down for his 8th point of the night. Panthers spreading them out right now on the defensive side as Lopez goes to the top of the key, pulls back. Now he shoots the jumper, and it's no good. Rebound picked up by the Panthers. Panthers 2 battling for it, but coming up with it, getting it across the timeline will be Bellinger. Bellinger swings it over on the far side, coming through, stopping, and that's going to be a travel against Westbrook. And now it is time for a media timeout. 7:32 remaining in the contest. Panthers in the driver's seat, but they want to finish strong. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Panthers basketball action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540-FM1488 in the Field Store area. Now 936-931-5566. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. Is your business in the black? Do you really know? Gunderson's Bookkeeping can lower your taxes, increase your profits, and help control your cash flow. Services include complete payroll, bookkeeping, and income tax services. Call for a free business assessment at 936-372-2661.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have 7 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the contest. Panthers up by 12, 67-55. 3 team fouls on the Panthers. And the Bulldogs are 1 foul from the Panthers going into the 1-and-1 bonus. So that means they have 6. Bulldogs inbounding as Lopez gets it. Bulldogs going from left to right. Royal blue uniforms with bold numbers and trims on their uniforms. Panthers in their home white with the purple numbering. Going through, working. Panthers playing great defense. Lopez in the corner for 3, and he nails it. Lopez makes it 67-58, I'm sorry. There's another response for 3 as Westbrook nails it for 3. And Westbrook says, anything you can do, I can do better. 70-58, Panthers up. Panthers back on the defense. They're spinning, almost got the turnover, working on Panthers, and the Bulldogs struggling to get the ball across as there's foul call, throwing that one up for the Bulldogs. Bellinger picks up his 2nd foul. Throwing that one up was Thomas. And Hamilton will get ready to come back into this contest. Tried to sneak Hamilton in, but they said he had to hold up. He was coming to Blakely. He's going to replace Blakely. So King is at the line. Forgive me, I said, looked at the wrong number. Thomas was 4, King was 3. So King at the line. He hits his first free throw, makes it 70-39. Blakely now does come out for Hamilton to replace him. Panthers up by the score of 70-59. King's 2nd shot is good, and it is a 10-point lead for the Panthers. Panthers up 70-60 with 6:43. They get it across the timeline. Westbrook over back at the top. He shakes off his defender. Wow, nice move. Got a little too fancy on the pass. Tried to hit J.D. Wallace over in the corner. Knocked out of bounds. The Panthers will maintain possession. Panthers taking care of business as to be expected. Lady Panthers came up just a tad bit short. They were expecting to take care of business as well. The inbound for the Panthers, Hamilton working with Bellinger, back to Hamilton. Hamilton from the left wing. It's no good. The rebound, fighting for it and coming up with it are the Bulldogs. And there was a foul call away from the ball. Westbrook ends up on the ground. And they're going to call that one. That was going to be against King. Chasing King will allow the Panthers to go into the 1-and-1 bonus shot here. Westbrook will get a chance. Westbrook is 2 for 4 from the line. He has 7 points. See if the Panthers can start sinking these here. As the first one is nothing but bottom of the net. So Westbrook taking advantage. He'll get his 8th point. Makes him 3 of 4 from the line. 3 of 5 from the line, forgive me. Blakely gets ready to come back in. Second shot from Westbrook is good. Blakely will come in for Bellinger. Blakely. Westbrook will now has 9 points on the evening. Panthers attacking on the backcourt right now. As Cook is applying pressure to Lopez. Lopez finally gets it across the timeline. As the Panthers are set up, looks like the Panthers are in the man coverage right now. Going as King. King kicks it back to Lopez, who shoots the 3. That's no good. Fighting for the rebound. Panthers coming up with it, swinging it out. Here comes Westbrook. Westbrook swings through and splits the defense off the glass. No good, but the whistle was wrong. As that one will go against the Bulldogs, number 12, Todd Brown. Westbrook will go right back to the line. I mean, he's just explosive on that first move, as he will go to attempt a pair of free throws. That one is good. So Westbrook beginning to heat up now. That's point number 10. He is 5 of 7 from the line. Second shot on the way. Nothing but bottom of the net. 74-60. Panthers up by 14. 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Panthers applying pressure. Trapping on the corner on the near side, and it is going to be a basket. Brown with the basket. Nice move by Brown. Makes it 74-62. Panthers coming right back. Crossing over is Westbrook. Westbrook gets it to Cook. Cook, the jumper, no good. Rebound, come in, fighting underneath. Could not get it. Was the Panthers. That was Hamilton. J.D. was the trail man. Now coming, shooting the jumper from the top of the key. It's good, not for 3, just inside the line was Fisher. It's back to a 10-point lead for the Panthers, 74-64. Panthers coming back, working the offense now. As working it at the top is Blakely. Blakely setting it up. He gets it over to the left wing, over to Westbrook. Westbrook scanning over, swings it back to Blakely at the top, swings it back to Westbrook, who now they have 10 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Blakely. Blakely bounces it over and back. Oh, good give and go. Blakely mid-range jumper is good, and it is 76-64. Panthers on top with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the contest. Lopez coming across for the Bulldogs. As the Panthers in their man coverage, so it's man-on-man coverage working in the corner. Lopez went up and down. He gets it back out. I thought that would have been a travel call, but working, and they're going to finally call the whistle, blow the whistle against Cook. So 15 foul. So Teron Thompson, or Thomas Jr., Teron Thomas will come in for the Bulldogs, 76-64. Panthers on top,
4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the second half. That ball is out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Panthers will maintain possession as they quickly inbound it. Now the Bulldogs will look like they're trying to apply a little backcourt pressure, and that ball was thrown right away. And here come the Bulldogs on the transition, and there's going to be a foul called against the Panthers. Blakely will get the foul, and that will allow the Bulldogs to come to the line. King will come to shoot two. King's first shot is no good. He will get ready to try and come in. 76-64. Panthers on top. Second shot is good. King now with 11 points on the night as he ends up being from the line 3 of 5. Panthers working it across. Oh, they almost got a turnover. Been a little lazy on the passes now, or the Panthers. Thomas will get the foul. There's a immediate timeout on the floor. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Panthers on top, 76-65. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and Panthers basketball action. We'll be right back with more Panthers basketball when we return.
The voice of Waller County Athletics, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Introduce your message or product to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers holding on to an 11-point lead over the Jarvis Christian Bulldogs, 76-65. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. At the line will be Mr. Blakely. Blakely has 10 points on the evening as he sinks his first free throw of the evening. Blakely 1 for 1 from the line. Second shot hits the front of the rim and picked up by the Bulldogs. Now they're swinging it out. Panthers 77-65. That lone jumper no good by Lopez. Rebound picked up by the Panthers. Panthers coming back, getting across the timeline now. Bulldogs trying to intensify their pressure as they try to trap it. Now it's in the hands of Westbrook. Westbrook goes, gets it to the baseline in the corner. Jumper was no good. And a long escape pass is going to be up and good for King. King makes it 77-67. Panthers on top. Blakely being trapped. He gets to the cross and off the glass and good. Cook gets the basket as he's fouled. And it's going to be against 3. King picks up his foul, 4th foul. Cook will come to shoot. Cook with 15 points on the night. And he makes that one count. Cook with 16 points, 6 of 14 from the field goal.
and he is 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Panthers now have 80-67 over the Bulldogs with 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the contest. Panthers have the Bulldogs ready. There's a turnover, and here comes a fast break opportunity. Oh, what a defensive hustle to block that one, but the foul was called. Cook was going in what looked like it would have been a good, easy layup, but coming from behind, getting the foul was Thomas, and Thomas picks up his 4th foul. So Cook will go to the line to shoot 2. First shot is in and out. Cook misses that one. Cook is 1 of 3 from the line. He does have a total of 16 points. As a team, the Panthers are 16 of 24 from the charity stripe. Second line attempt now by Cook, releases, and it's good. 81-67. Todd Brown will now come in for the Bulldogs. He's wearing number 12. Panthers up 81-67 here in the second half. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Panthers trying to keep the intensity going up. Their intensity will need to go up because their next opponent will be against the Lamar Cardinals here on Friday. The day after Thanksgiving, you can listen right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Panthers taking it to the hole deep was the Bulldogs, knocked out of bounds by the Panthers, Blakely, and it will be with possession for the Bulldogs with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Getting it inbound, swinging it around 10 seconds. A long jumper from in the corner, no good. Picked up by Wallace for the Panthers. Panthers coming through, working it. A bounce pass over to Hamilton. Hamilton gets it back over in the corner. Good ball movement by the Panthers. 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the second half. Oh, what an ankle-breaking move. And assist, couldn't finish through, was Blakely. And coming up is Hamilton. And it's going to be a foul, but J.D. Wallace took a man to school. West will be charged with the foul. Hamilton will go to the line. And you talking about a bone shaker as Hamilton sinks the first shot of 2. His 12th point. He is now 5 of 7 from the line. Herring will now come in for the Bulldogs. He wears number 30. He will be positioned at the post. Panthers up 82-67. Second shot is good. 83-67. Panthers on top. Under 2 minutes remaining, 1:44 to be exact. The jumper from in the corner is no good. Over the back was Hamilton. Hamilton tried to sky and get the rebound. And Hamilton just allowed the Bulldogs to go to the charity strike with that foul. Give them the 1-and-1 opportunity. The first shot is no good by Miller. Panthers with the rebound. Driving through was Blakely. Blakely was being guarded by Todd Brown. So Todd Brown will get a chance to inbound right here at the scores table. Panthers up 83-67. Panthers allow the Bulldogs to get it in on the backcourt. Coming across. Going slow as Fisher. Fisher going to the right side. He lost the handle. Gets it over into the corner. Lopez. Lopez closed that shot up. And it was a three-pointer. And here comes Hamilton. And Hamilton was fouled. 83-69. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining in the contest. Herring called with the foul, and Hamilton will go back to the line to shoot 2 more. Panthers will improve their record. They came off that road trip with 1-3. If you count the champion game, this will be win number 3 for the Panthers. As Hamilton makes that one, it's 83-69. Lopez coming across again, and he'll kick it out this time. Brown shot no good. Over the back for the Browns. As that ball was knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. I'm sorry, by the Panthers. They're going to say knocked it out of his hand. So the Bulldogs will get a chance to inbound it here. It's all academic right now. The Panthers just trying to finish strong. Under 1 minute as Lopez got ready to fire that one from down in the near end of the corner, near end of the court. Panthers up 84-69. Crossing over off the inbound. And that ball was knocked out of bounds by the Bulldog. Hamilton will get ready to inbound. Panthers up 84-69 with 54 seconds remaining. They'll wipe up some moisture to get things lined up and on the way. As the Panthers get ready to cruise to the victory circle. Coming across the timeline now are the Panthers. Cook being trapped. He gets the ball away. The Panthers really just keeping the ball away right now, already with a comfortable lead. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Working it. Cook drives, penetrates, gets it back outside to Westbrook up top. 9 seconds on the shot clock, and there's a turnover. And here come the Bulldogs. That jumper was fired up by King, and it was no good. Panthers get the ball. Shot clock is off. 18 seconds, and they'll just kill it. Westbrook swings it over to the far side, near side I should say, to Hamilton, and then it's a long pass over, and they're just holding it through. It's J.D. and Blakely now will come. The teams will get ready to come and meet Panthers victorious by the score of 84-69. Panthers take care of business. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the start of our post-game show. Panthers 84, the Bulldogs 69. We'll be right back with the start of our post-game show.
You're listening to Community Radio, the Mike Broadcast Network, 87.9 FM, Prairie View, Texas.
Why am I going to college? I'm going to make a difference.
I'm going to do what makes me happy.
I'm going to be the first in my family to graduate college. I'm going to work hard. Be independent.
Live large. I'm never giving up on my goals.
I knew I wanted to go to college.
But figuring out how to pay for it, I didn't have a clue.
The U.S. Department of Education has over $100 billion.
And that's a lot of money to help students pay for college.
And the free applications?
You mean the FAFSA?
I did it online. It was easy.
I'm going to follow my dreams.
Make the most of every opportunity. I'm going to find out how to pay for college.
I'm going to college.gov.
Need money for college? The U.S. Department of Education can help. Find out more about planning and paying for college at college.gov.
You want to know what Boy Scouting is all about? Boy Scouts of America program has 3 specific objectives, commonly referred as the aims of scouting. They are character development, citizenship training, and personal fitness. If you have a young man between the ages of 11 and 17 and you live in the Houston area, dial 713-659-8111. On my honor, I will do my best.
Teenagers and their mood swings are well known. But what if their normal reaction to the stresses of life develops into depression? Hi, I'm Dr. John Hellerstedt with the Children's Health Minute, presented by this station and TextCare, connecting families with CHIP and Children's Medicaid. Genuine depression in teens can be hard to spot because normal teen behavior is marked by ups and downs. Some signs of depression include excessive sleeping, a change in eating habits, faltering school performance, even negative behaviors like substance abuse or shoplifting. Never ignore the signs of teen depression. Consult your family physician, who may refer your child for further evaluation and treatment. It's never a sign of weakness if your child needs professional help with depression.
Keep your kids healthy. Call toll-free 1-877-KIDS-NOW for information or when it's time to renew your children's health insurance. That's 1-877-KIDS-NOW. TextCare in sickness and in health.
Did you know that most juvenile crimes happen between 2 and 8 p.m.? How can we stop that? One way to stop that is to have a strong after-school program. After-school programs give kids a place to be and a meaningful activity. Did you know that at most schools they have a lot of after-school programs? They have programs like Lego League to scrapbooking. Why join? The programs have been shown to raise kids' grades. 2 out of 3 kids raise their grades. It doesn't cost any money. During this economy, schools understand how tough it can be to pay. So you can come and be free of drama of the world and have fun. The club stay around is people join. So join today by joining with friends. Don't wait. Join today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you as the Panthers were able to take care of a pesky Jarvis Bulldogs by the final score of 84 to 69. Been joined by head coach, Coach Byron Smith. How you doing, Coach? And congratulations, sir.
Doing well, Mike, and thank you very much.
All right. Well, these guys came out. We knew talking at the beginning of this contest, they were deadly from threes, and they're not ashamed of shooting the threes at all. We'll get their total numbers here in just a second. But given assessment, you got to be pleased with the big play by your guys down low, and not too bad from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, I've been on my post guys about performing better, and I knew that we would have an advantage tonight. So they did do a good job tonight. But Mike, more importantly for us moving forward is for them to be consistent and play night in and night out. Against guys, more of their size, and even guys that are bigger. You don't measure a man by his height, you measure a man by his heart and how hard that he plays. So we've got to get better. These games are always tough games. You get up by 20 points, they're going to keep fighting because they're playing loose, they're playing free. And I thought Jarvis played hard tonight, and they put forth their best effort. And we kind of expected that they would be pesky, as you said at the onset.
Yeah, 38 three-point attempts tonight. Mm-hmm. 38, man. Mm-hmm. That's almost a season.
It is.
That is a lot of three, but you got to like the way you guys transition. Another strong performance by Cook. Cook ended up leading all scores with 17 points. And he's just so explosive, man. That first move is kind of deadly, even though J.D. Wallace got the move of the night over in the far side of the corner with the shake and bake move.
Right. Yeah, Daquan is a seasoned veteran. As a graduate transfer coming in from UNLV. Didn't play a lot of basketball there, but it wasn't because of his talent. It's just some other things that he had to overcome. So, listen to the coaches and talk to the coaches at UNLV. This doesn't surprise us at all that he's able to give us this type of performance. I want to try to get him out of the game a little bit more and give him a bit of a rest. I think we're playing him for long stretches, and I think it's kind of wearing him down a little bit. He's putting a lot of pressure on himself to carry us. And but he's a great kid. He's a total team guy. Does whatever we ask him to do. Goes hard every day in practice. We just got to get more guys to be more like Daquan Cook, and then this deal will be a lot sweeter.
Well, you got to like the way things are starting off, and to be all honest, to be frank, this is why you play these games, to see what they can and can't do, because everybody is still learning each other, filling each other out right now, and everything goes good. We'll go ahead. We talk about another strong performance by one of my favorite big men, Adamasu Williams. I love the name. I couldn't say it in the beginning, but now it just rolls off. analyze his performance on tonight?
You know what? I challenged him openly in front of the team, in front of the administration, in front of the university, that he's got to be bigger, you know, and he's got to play bigger. You know, he's a senior. You know, he played a lot of minutes last year for us, and you know, a lot of people around the league think he's probably one of the better post basket scorers in our league, and even got some mention for preseason all-conference. So he's got to go out night in and night out if he's starting, if he's coming off the bench, and he's got to perform. You know, the thing that's still kind of plaguing him and hurting us is his unwillingness to come up with those 50-50 balls, which against UTSA the other night, at the beginning of the game, he let two just go right through his hands. That, you know, and I'd say, look, you know what, you got to get on the floor. You got to get banged up a little bit. And late in the game, you know, he kind of didn't go and get one again, and so that's the reason why he didn't finish the game. You know, and, you know, the bench, Mike, has the loudest voice in the building.
Yes.
It's got the most impact. I can yell and scream, but I don't have the same impact.
That's right. When you get to sit down and think about it, it'll make you change. It's a motivator. It's absolutely. But speaking of motivating, he had 10 points on the night, 5 or 6 from the field. Now he did not have, as you said, the rebounds that you would have liked to see him get down in the stretch, but nonetheless, another effective night. You got Blakely with 11 points, Hamilton with 14 points. We mentioned Masu Williams with 10, 17 points from Cook, and another 11 points from Westbrook. A solid performance throughout, and we'll go ahead and just run real quickly. You had 8 points by Bellinger, 8 points by J.D. Wallace, who I thought had a very good performance on tonight. We're one of those guys that you're breaking in. We had a little Troy Thomas sighting for a little while, but it's just some good things to see, and you got to be excited about what's going to be a taller order coming up this Friday when you take on the Cardinals this week. Yeah, it's going to be a tough task, and I challenged our guys to work on some things tonight in the game. No disrespect to Jarvis Christian. They're a growing basketball team, a young basketball team. And I challenge our guys. We need to work on some things. It's going to be a certain point in the game where, we feel like, we've got it in hand, and we got to start not looking to Lamar, but working on things in the game, within the game, that we're going to have to be pretty good at on Friday afternoon against Lamar. They're a scrappy ball club, a lot like UTSA. They've got some talent, and they're coming in here to take care of business. Well coached by one of the guys I respect in the business, a lot, Tick Price. Been around for a long time, so we got to work it out for us. We're going to have to play better earlier and middle of the game and at the end of the game to be victorious against Lamar. But definitely a game that is a winnable game for us. We're just going to have to really lock in and have 2 good days of practice, and then really limit what we do on Thursday afternoon and Thanksgiving dinner, and try to come back on Friday and then put forth a better effort, because we are a growing basketball team. Well, the Panthers are growing as they start off with their win on tonight toward their continued growth, 84-69. They say you can only play one game at a time, so you take care of the games as they come to you. Panthers victorious. They'll be back in action on Friday. It's going to be a 4 o'clock tip-off time. We'll exchange it with some playoff games and everything that are coming up. So a 4 o'clock tip-off on Friday, and you can listen right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Channel 1. We want to thank you so much, Coach. As always, you stellar. I mean, you're looking dapper tonight, too, man. You're lucky I'm about 3 pounds heavier than you. I have to challenge you. I can help you with that. Hang out for about a week. I can help you with those pounds. You talking about killing me off, huh? Well, you know what, Coach? I might have to take you up on there. We'll see how that works. But meanwhile, as my pop would say, back at the ranch, we're going to take it. See me after Thanksgiving. Absolutely. See me after Thanksgiving. Coach Byron Smith and the Panthers victorious over the Jarvis Christian Bulldogs, a very talented Jarvis Bulldog team. The Panthers will move their record to 2-3 overall, as the Bulldogs will fall to 2-1. And, yes, I know you're going like, well, wait a minute. Well, actually, it'll be 3. We're going to count overall against champion because of Fresno State. So we'll take them all we can, Coach, until the NCAA tell us we can't. Right. How that sound? Sounds good to me. Bulldogs fall to the Panthers, and you all, the next time you'll hear us, will be on Friday. So that means Thanksgiving would have come and gone. And if the Lord no delay is coming, thank you all so much. We look forward to seeing you there real soon. Panthers victorious 84-69. Be blessed. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on the other side. Good night.